in this video, I want to give you 5 rules for how to work with your woven ribbon. The first rule is that we always want to start in front of the first dot on the bottom row. So in a ribbon that has more than 1 row of dots, you here have 2 rows in this ribbon that we're going to make. You want to start in front of your bottom first dot. And of course it goes the same if you have one row of dots. But the more lines of dots or rows of dots you have to your ribbon, you start in front of the first one. The next rule is that you always want to move diagonally through your ribbon. So you always want to move either diagonally from left towards the right, towards the top or towards the bottom, or you want to move diagonally from the right towards the left, from the bottom, or from the top towards the left. So that's the next rule. And then what you want to do, you want to make sure that when you're creating more than one line of dots, so more than 1 row of dots, every other row that you create, so here we only have 2, but every other row has 1 dot less than the row above it. So here you have 7 dots, and then here you have 6 dots. If I put another row of dots in here with these first 2, then that would also be 7 dots. If I put another row below that, that would also be 6 dots. So every other row has a dot less than the row above it. The next rule is that every dot, when you're creating your ribbon, at the end should be caught in your ribbon. And the final rule is that when you go over your ribbon or go through your ribbon, you should never go over the same line twice. So that's the rules. Now let's try and do some ribbons. So the first ribbon that I've drawn up, or the first line of dots I've drawn, is just a single line. You might think, well, we've done that already, and it's just really to recap that here you have a single line of dots, and when you're going through your single line of dots with your strand, then you basically end up with a double-stranded ribbon. And when you have 2 rows, then you end up with a triple-stranded ribbon. And you might think, well, how does that work? So here, as I said, we move diagonally through our band until we can't get any further. So here I'm moving, as you can see, diagonally through my band. So I'm moving from the left towards the right, and I'm moving up until I can't get any further. Then I'm moving down in my band, and then I'm moving back up, can't get any further up, so then I'm moving down, and I can't get any further down, so I continue moving towards the right. And here I've come to the end. So what do I do here? Here I can turn around, and then I can come back diagonally from top to bottom and from the right towards the left. So from top to bottom, from bottom to top, and so on. And then here you think, well, so what's going to happen here? Well, we're still missing some dots. They're not caught in the ribbon yet. So here we have to, again, here we're allowed to turn around because we can't go any further. And so here we're coming back again diagonally. We're moving through our ribbon, always diagonally, and then we finish off at the end here. Now when you have a triple stranded ribbon, you always end up with loose ends, so to speak. You have your end that started your ribbon, and you have your end where it finishes the ribbon. That goes when it's a triple stranded ribbon. And by triple stranded, I mean, here I'll just show you with color what I mean. Here I've got a red. That's the first, that just signifies our first strand. So here we can see that the strand is, you can basically think of it like this. Your strand is how many times you move from side to side. So here we've got through all the way the length of the ribbon. We've got through from left to right, and now we're moving back from the right side, very right side of our ribbon, and we're going back towards the left side of our ribbon. So here I'm drawing that up with the blue. So that's our second strand. And then our final strand is the third strand. We're moving through our ribbon the third time from this time from the left again towards the right. So this is a triple stranded ribbon. And up here, of course, you can see that we have a double stranded ribbon. Here we're only moving through the ribbon once from side to side, whereas below we're moving through the ribbon 3 times, but only ever in one path. So although we're moving through the ribbon twice from left towards the right, we're not going in the same path. So this is, the green hasn't been trodden yet, so to speak. So that's the difference. So I hope that makes good sense to you. We'll be back next week where we'll continue with these ribbons, and it will in time get much more complex. So make sure that you really understand. If you want a recap on the rules, then check out the description below the video. I'll see you next week.